Good morning, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Those of you who celebrated it, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and my hands tell the tale because I did so many dishes and cooked so much food. I definitely need to redo my nails. But anyway, I thought that I would show you what I colored in November. So let's get started. Starting here with Millie Murata. I have a love-hate relationship with Millie Murata's books. I love her. I love her art. I think she's one of the best artists putting out coloring books right now. But for some reason, I really struggle with the paper in her books. The first book I got, which I'll show you more of when we get back into my coloring book collection, you'll see how many things I tried to use in her books and how bad it bled through. So I did purchase this book a while back, and I decided that it would have to just be for pencils because that seems to be the only thing that I can get to work in here. So I did this peacock, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, if the camera will pick it up, but do you see this stickles up here? I had to put that stickles there because just for me trying to blend my pencils, I wore a hole in the paper. It's a white spot right there. And so I had to like put some stickles to try to camouflage that. I just don't feel like there's something weird about this paper that you have to just really scrub the pencils in to get them to even want to lay down on it. And I have tried Prisma, so it's not my pencil choice. But I do love her images. They're so pretty. So that is the best that I could do at this time in Millie's books with what I have. So there's that. I worked in the book Ocean by Inspired Coloring, and I did this guy here. He was super fun to color. I really enjoyed this. I used Crayolas almost through the whole thing. It's all Crayolas, and then there's Crayola Twistables over the top because they helped blend things and make things look nice. On the outside here is some fluorescent pencils that I have. I cannot remember at the moment the name of them. I know I got them at Five Below. They come in a 12 box for $2 or something. They're really nice fluorescent pencils. But you have to be careful because like right here where I put his eye in came through. And that was just a fine liner. So, yeah. That was that one. The next one I worked in was Inspire Coloring Tattoos, and I did this butterfly here, just a nice little butterfly and a flower, and I added some blue stickles to it, and I love this book because of the blobs and stuff that they put in there. It makes it so that you don't have to do anything more to the book if you don't want to, and so you can finish them a lot faster. And that was, this is all Crayola Twistables. And then I worked on this one. This too is all Twistables, Crayola Twistables. Right here where the water drops are, can you guys see them? Yeah, I'm going to put like iridescent stickles on those drops so that they, look dimensional, but I have to wait because I want to color this beautiful snake, and I don't want my paper to be bumpy on all the spots where the water is, so that will have to be done later. And then I showed you this little book, Be Happy, that I got in a haul, in Ollie's haul. And one day we were going somewhere, I was waiting for my husband to get ready because he takes a very long time. And so I just colored this in. I just used some Sharpies and some gel pens and then some colored pencil inside the circles. And it's really quick. I mean, this is just a really nice little book to have just sitting around, when you don't have time to get into a whole picture, but you want just something in your hand. Really nice book. I'm glad I got this one. And then I worked in Just Add Color Tattoos, another one of my favorite books. I did this one. This was my dog's name, Mojo, and he passed a year ago in the month of November, so I did this one in memory of him, and I just used some stencils to put his name in the banner there, so I wouldn't mess it up with my writing. And I used some Prisma Verithins for the dark parts, for the shadowy parts, and then some Crayola Twistables for the rest of it. They work real nice in this book, really nice. I did these snakes, and what I used on these snakes is Prisma Colorase pencils. I found a pack of 24 Colorase in the clearance aisle at Meijer's, and I picked them up because I've always wanted them for drawing. And then I just thought, oh, I wonder what they color like. They're very similar to Verithins, very similar. So I used those, and then I went over the whole entire snake with the light green from the Crayola Twistables, and it kind of blends everything together. And then I just gave them some, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, some gel pen in their mouths there. I did this sugar skull, and I just used Crayola pencils in this sugar skull. Sugar skulls go fast because there's not really that much to color unless you want your, you know, the bones part to be a different color. So I just did it that way, and then I painted the back of the picture blue. I was going to do some stars and stuff, but then I thought, no, it's pretty busy as it is. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I like it like it is. So there's that one. And I did her. She's done with just regular Crayola pencils. I had a lot of fun doing that teal colored hair and these big beautiful roses. And then she has also some, let's see if you can catch it in the window there. She has some gel pen to her face as well. There, you can see it. So that was what I have done in that one. And last but not least, Art Therapy Buddhism, 100 Designs. You guys know I love these books. What I have done in November, and that was this page here, which I showed you already, but since it was done in November, I showed you again. I'm showing you again. So I did the flowers in Crayola Twistables. This background here is in those fluorescent pencils that I was just talking about from Five and Below. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of them, but I'll show you when I do my collection of supplies. You'll see them then. And then the buildings were done in Twistables. So, and then I did him. He's done all in Twistables. This was just like a white, just white going down the middle. I didn't really understand the concept of this page other than just being, you know, artsy looking. So I just painted that part black and then just gave it kind of like a sky with some little designs in it, just for something different. This paper takes paint wonderfully well. Very thick paper. Highly recommend these books if you can get a hold of them. And that is about it for my creations in November. And guess what, guys? You're not going to believe this. We went shopping on Black Friday. My husband bought a new TV for one of the bedrooms. So we went to Ollie's because they sell the TV things that you put on the wall, the mounts, you know. And we went to our Ollie's and they didn't have one. He had bought them there before and they were out. So we went to another Ollie's, a different Ollie's that we don't usually go to because I don't like it because it never has coloring books. Well, guess what it had? Yep, it had coloring books. So I'm going to have another haul video for you. And that's probably going to be up next. That way I can put all those books away. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.